Why did you come to Canada? I cannot count how many times I have been asked this question over the years. I love my fellow Canadians. They are not afraid to ask this question because they are genuinely curious about why someone will leave everything they've known, leave their home country and where they grew up and everything they've known, and take the journey of thousands of kilometers to another country to essentially start their life all over again. What are the common reasons why people make this life-changing decision? And if you stick with me to the end, why did I make that decision over 20 years ago? Let us dive into the video to find out. Hello everyone, my name is Diekola. I am a Nigerian Canadian who has lived in Canada for over 20 years. Welcome back to this side of life. And if you're new here, welcome, and thank you all for joining me today. So in my previous videos, I've talked about how one of the most important things that you need to do when you're relocating from your home country to a new country is to know why you are doing that. Knowing your why is very important before you uproot yourself from everything you are familiar with and decide to go into a new country like Canada, US, UK, Australia, or any of the European countries, or any country in the West, or any country for that matter. So getting straight into this video, in no particular order, these are some of the common reasons why people make that leap. Reason number one, to get a better quality of life. So I'm going to be talking a lot about Canada because that's where I am. Canada has the best employee benefits in North America. For example, when you work, you have 2-week holiday, and then you also have statutory holidays, which are holidays like Christmas, Easter, Canada Day, Victoria Day, Memorial Day, and all those statutory holidays you get off as well, depending on your province and, of course, the kind of work that you do. Other benefits in Canada include the employment insurance, which is where the government pays you if you lose your job or you are in between jobs. The government actually pays you some amount to keep you going until you get your next job. And we also have old age security and Canada pension plan, and also the childcare benefit, where you are paid some certain amount depending on the number of children you have, your income level, and some other factors, just to help you with the expenses of having children. And the minimum wage in Canada is one of the highest in the world as well. I was listening to a video the other day on YouTube about a student who just during the 4 months of the summer this past year, they were able to work and earn up to $24,000 within 4 months. This is not even working in their profession that they are going to school for, but just doing jobs that they find and putting in the hard work. That is to tell you that you can really make some money even if you're working minimum wage, if you really put in the hard work. And the best benefits that I really like about Canada is the maternity benefit. So as a parent, as a new parent, you are entitled to 18 months of maternity leave, which can be shared between the parents, the father and the mother. And so you can decide to take 18 months off work and be with your baby, or split it between yourself and your spouse to be with your baby. So that's also great. This is in addition to the relatively good healthcare in Canada, as well as the social services. And all these benefits explain why the taxes in Canada are on the high side. Canada also has the natural beauty of the outdoors and recreation in all the different seasons, whether in the summer or in the winter. There's always something to do. Like in Calgary, you can go to the mountains, you can do outdoor activities even when it is cold outside. So those are some of the things that boost the quality of life in Canada and keeps attracting people to Canada. Reason number two is multiculturalism. Canada is a country of immigrants, and with due respect to the indigenous peoples of Canada, almost everybody else came from somewhere else. Either they came themselves, or their parents, or their parents' parents, or generations past came from another country. So most people in Canada can trace their roots back to some other country where their ancestors or their parents came from. So in Canada, 22.3% of the population are actually visible minorities coming from different parts of the world. and 21.9% are foreign born. So that shows you the extent of the mix of the different kinds of people that you can find in Canada. So when somebody asks you a question like, where are you from in Canada? You can answer them and say, oh yeah, I'm originally from Nigeria. And you can also ask them back, where are you from, or where are you originally from? That makes Canada a country that is quite welcoming to people from all over the world. So that's another reason why people come to Canada. And number 3 reason is people come to be close to family. As I said, people come from different parts of the world, and at the end of the day, they end up bringing their family members, or their family members come in to join them in Canada. And so quite a number of people will tell you that the reason why they're in Canada is because they came to join their family members, they came to be close to their family members. So yeah, that's another reason why people come to Canada. Reason number 4 is to improve and have a better future for their family. This is one reason that I find that is cited by many Nigerians and Africans in general. They have come to Canada just to provide a better opportunity for their children, because they want to give their children opportunities that they didn't have when they were growing up, opportunities that may not exist back in the home country. So let me know, does this resonate with you? Are you an immigrant in Canada or in any of these other countries that I've mentioned? What was your reason for emigrating from your home country? Would you say it's because you want to create a better future for your children? Or is it because of the quality of life for yourself? Let us know in the comment section below. Why did you leave your home country? Why did you relocate? And if you're getting some value from this video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Reason number 5 is to find peace, absence of war, and safety. So Canada happens to be the 12th most peaceful country in the world, according to the Global Peace Index, which I will show here if you want to take a look at it, with relatively low crime rates and political stability. Many people flee wars and persecution to come to Canada as refugees. I mean, I remember a few years ago, we had a lot of refugees from Syria in the Syrian war, and recently we've also had refugees from Ukraine in the war that's currently going on with Russia. Just the ability to sleep peacefully and sometimes not even lock your doors and not be afraid that somebody is going to break in, or go out at night and not be afraid of somebody attacking you or kidnapping you or even killing you. That alone is enough reason for some people to come out to Canada. I mean, I've heard stories from people of their experiences back home and things that happened to them that traumatized them, and they just want to get away into a safe place. And so many find Canada to be that safe place. So that's another reason why people come to Canada. And reason number 6 is access to world-class education as well as job opportunities. So there are lots of people coming from Nigeria, from Africa, to come and school in Canada because of the quality of the schools here and also the opportunities that they get after their schooling. The government allows them to stay and work, and then they can also apply to become permanent residents after their school. So that attracts a lot of people into Canada, and also job opportunities. In the past, with the oil and gas industry in Canada, there were a lot of influx of immigrants from oil-rich countries like Nigeria and other oil-rich countries in Africa into Canada. Not so much these days, but lately the tech industry is growing rapidly in Canada, and is also attracting lots of technology talent from different parts of the world. So that's another reason why people come to Canada. And the last point for today is, what is my reason for coming to Canada? So over 20 years ago, I just finished my schooling and I was working, and I was in the IT industry, and the internet was coming of age. There was a lot of new technology coming up, and the internet was all the rage at that time. And yeah, we wanted to get out of our box. We wanted to get out of Nigeria to see the world and see what's going on out there, how technology is being used out there, and experience something different, experience a new life based on what we were seeing on the internet. And so Canada at that time had a process for you to come in as an immigrant, and if you follow the process, you will be able to get your papers and come. Canada was welcoming to immigrants. They wanted people to come from different parts of the world, and they had this process that you could follow to be able to get your papers. And yeah, so we decided to go through the process and come to Canada and see what's out there. It took us 4 years. Yeah, I know. These days, people complain about it taking them, 6 months or 1 year. Oh, the process is long. Yeah, it took us 4 years, but we finally made it. In summary, I would say the reason why I came to Canada is just for adventure and curiosity. I was curious about what life looked like in another country, and Canada was a welcoming country, and so we came into Canada. And yeah, so far so good. I actually think that given the opportunity, everyone should travel and live in other parts of the world, meet new people and share experiences, learn about other people's culture, how other people live, what are the experiences that they have in their country. I think it expands your mind, it expands your horizon and helps you to develop empathy for other people. And I think ultimately, if many people in the world are able to do that, it would lead to a better world. We will be able to understand each other better, and we will be able to live better together in this world in peace. So that's my 2 cents. Let us know in the comment section below. What do you think? Are you planning to relocate? Have you relocated already? What are your reasons, and how is it going? That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me again. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload new videos. Until I come your way again, until the next video, you go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye.